Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna do toolbox number 2. So the top drawer is just a bunch of weird stuff: glass cutters, razor blades, tubing cutters. I'm not a plumber, so I don't really have a drawer for this kind of stuff. Tubing cutters, my thread locker. There's kind of a method to the madness up here. It's not totally random, like you might think. Heat gun. Right now it is a little bit more of a mess than usual because I bought some Torx screwdrivers, so I took apart some Ryobi batteries, and I needed really small Torx, so I bought a whole set of these things, so I can have a whole range, because I never did have a Torx set, so now I do have one. I keep all my bits on those Harbor Freight rails. I got those magnetic bowls, so anytime I see bits, I find bits, or whatever, I just stick them on that magnetic thing. Behind that top lid is some gear wrench, X-beam ratcheting wrenches, and extra set flex head. I use those too once in a while. They're nice. Top drawer is Allen keys. I have mostly US made Bondus. They used to sell these at Ace or Home Depot, Harbor Freight, not Harbor Freight, Sears. I still got these from Sears, I think. Okay. Then I got some T-handled. I'm not a big... T-handles are nice, but they are hard to store. They take a lot of room, hard to store. Then I got, of course, the folding one that everyone has and everyone hates. These are metric from 1.5 to 10, and from standard from 0.050 to 3/8. And then here's the ones that used to come in the little kits. That I keep them intact. Maybe I'll just give them away, sell them, whatever. Second drawer, screwdrivers and picks. Paint can openers on the right. Real screwdrivers on the left. These picks from Harbor Freight, $1 a piece, whatever. I got some Craftsman ones in here too. If you guys want to give me a hard time about US made or whatever, I have these too, and they do work. Bought back when Sears had stuff made in USA. All kinds, mostly 90% Craftsman and 90% Craftsman, 95% Craftsman. Nut drivers, again, old Craftsman nut drivers, standard metric. And then, what's this? You lost, aren't you? And then, again, T-handle, look how you store them. Take up so much room. But when you need it, you need it. T-handle nut drivers, standard and metric. Next drawer down, stubby wrenches. These are old Craftsman stubby wrenches, metric. So this is a big set, from like 8mm all the way to 22mm. Oh, sorry, from 8mm all the way to 22mm. And then from 5/16 all the way to 1 inch. So that's a big set. And then there's gear wrench, stubbies. And then underneath that, I have some old T-Mechanics from Kragen, I think like 20 years ago. Crow's foot wrenches, standard and metric. Below that, random plier drawer. I'd love to get the vertical organizers, but these drawers are really, you can see them, but these drawers are not that high, so I just got to heap them, and when I get a bigger toolbox, then I'll get the vertical organizers. I just gotta live with it, I guess, right? Mostly old US made vice grip pliers. I bought these back when they were still US made, and then I buy them at swap meets, whatnot, when I can't find them. Let's move this out of the way for now. Next drawer is punches and chisels. I don't have a whole. No, there's a random set of proto wrenches down there that are ancient, and you can see just layers of like archaeology, right? Like a dinosaur. Those proto wrenches, SAE, I mean fractional, right? When do you use it? I have an old Mustang sitting right there, and every once in a while I'll do some work, but you barely ever use the fractional wrenches, so they're buried. I should sell them or something. Punches, old punch set. Don't use punches much, but when you need them, you need them. Woodworking chisels. I don't know if you guys are into woodworking, but I am. Woodworking chisels. Okay, now for some fun stuff. Let me get high up here. Oh, let me see if I can get you guys a better view of this. That's my 1/2 inch drawer. Got a mixed bag. Yeah, these are old. What are these? That's a snap-on set. This one is metric, big up to 24, 10 to 24. This is a craftsman set, standard, with a one snap-on 15/16 for some reason. Then there's a short stuff, all craftsman. And then there's the deep sockets, which are like a mixed bag of Wright and Isco. So those are pretty nice. And then for the standards, I actually have them going pretty big, up to 1.5 inches. This is when craftsmen used to make their sockets back in the US, and these like add-on sets. And so that's an add-on set, 1.5 inches. And here's an add-on set going up to 26, all right? And then here's another add-on set going up to 36, okay? So I just keep them in those cases. Why mess with it if it ain't broke? You're right. And I'll show, ratchets. I have a mixed bag. These are those old craftsman ones. They work, okay, they work. I'm not a huge fan. What else do I got? I got a craftsman. I got these long craftsmans. I like these. These are nice. All right, sorry, I'm getting further away. These are nice. I use these a lot. Let me see what else I got. This one is snap-on. One of those 82. These are nice too. Super smooth. These are nice. And then I believe that's another snap-on, the one with the flexible neck. And then this one is a Easy Red, which I never really used. It's very big. If you're gonna get something this big, get flex head, because unless you have a lot of room to work, that thing's just gonna get right in your way. You're gonna hate life. You're gonna be hating life. Okay, onto the 3/8 drawer. Ugh. 3/8 and 1/4 inch together. Okay, so we got. I marked mine in red because so I'm cheap. Okay, I can buy the plastic ball detent ones, but what I do is I've had tons of these spring type rails, right? So what I do is I just screw a piece of wood in the bottom of them here like this, right? And then they stand up just fine. See, they don't really tip over. So you can stand them in the drawer like that, and when you need it, just pick the whole thing up and take it out to the car or to the site, whatever. So 3/8 drive. The red dot is metric. So metric deep, metric shallow, another metric shallow. This is standard deep, standard shallow, 1/4 inch deep, metric 1/4 inch shallow, standard deep, standard shallow. This is like old spark plugs sets that used to come in craftsman kits, so I stuck those on there. Here's a set of these are not Harbor Freight, these are craftsman Allen key sockets. Here's an old set of, I didn't even know I had these, but it's an 8-point socket set. And I didn't even know I had these until I was sorting out my socket pile, and I said, hey, these are 8-point. Never used one though, but I have them if I need them. Here's a slightly bigger set of Allen keys. I think these are Husky. No, these are Pittsburgh. These are Harbor Freight brand. They work just fine. A set of Lyle star bits. Enough for the fun stuff. Ratchets, mixed bag. There's a snap-on. Here's a Craftsman, one of those 84 tooth ones, the nice ones with a little X-beam type handle. Use that sometimes, not often, but I use it sometimes. Sorry guys, I look under my drawer and then I lose focus of where the camera's at. That's a snap-on. This is a weird one, right? This is a snap-on with a big head, small body. I guess I don't know what you call these things, but it's 3/8 drive, and it's a flex head, of course, but it's like a 1/4 inch size body. What we got here is another snap-on, another snap-on. What's this one? Snappy. Another one. This is a cool one. This is an old vintage, like 1940s, I think. I don't know why it's this weird copper color, but it is. So I saw it and I was like, I gotta have this thing. It's 36 tooth. I opened it up, lubed it. It works fine. So cool. Here's the 1/4 inch. Just kidding. 3/8. Another snappy. Here's one of those. This is a Harbor Freight, I think. Flex head. I don't know why the flex head stubbies. They just make them. Oh, this is a Cobalt. This one, a Lowe's brand. The flex head, they just make them with a regular size head and a short body. They should make them with a smaller head too, but they don't. Well, they do, but they sell those as like the main one. Here's a 1/4 inch. See, so here's, you see the 2/4 inches side by side, right? The same size. Flip them over. One's got a big head, one's got a small head. So I'm obsessed with ratchets that are small but have big drives on them. I'll show you. I have a bunch of them. It's a kind of a it's a bad habit. Here's a Craftsman stubby. Here's another. Oh, this is a Craftsman. This is a Taiwan spark plug wrench or whatever. I use it sometimes. Sometimes you need that little angle. This one's a Wright 3/8 drive. Look at the head. This one's an old Craftsman vintage. This one's a vintage. This one's an oldie but goodie. Vintage 1/4 inch drive. Here's a Cobalt 1/4 inch drive. Here's a Harbor Freight fine tooth. That is a nice ratchet, man. I gotta say. Here's a Titan. I got this one from AutoZone. No, from Kragen, I think. But it's like a flex head. Look how tiny it is. It's tiny, tiny little thing. Obsessed, obsessed. Here's the old. We all know what this is, right? Does the job. This one's a weird one, right? $100 I paid for this thing. It's like from 1962 or something like that, and it's a speeder wrench. You put your bit on there and crank it like you're cranking up an old car or plane. So that's cool. For the longest time, these were my favorite of all ratchets. These are all AutoZone Duralast. Look at the size of that head compared to the body, compared to the drive. It's all drive. So they don't make these anymore, but these are Duralast. You can't even find this on eBay. 73868. They don't make these anymore. But I was in love with these for the longest time. What's next? Torque wrenches. Yeah, okay. So here's some big picks. Craftsman professional picks for radiator hoses, whatnot. Here's a set of open-end wrenches. I said, hey, what the hell? I bought a set. Here's a Pittsburgh click type 3/8 drive torque wrench. Here's a Pittsburgh 3/8 drive, 1/2 inch drive torque wrench. There's a snap-on torque wrench. This is a 1/4 inch Pittsburgh torque wrench. All my soldering stuff here's on the side. There's a random breaker bar diagonally across the bottom there. Bottom drawer. All the step kids. Strap wrench. Met wrench. I bought these for my nephew. One size fits all type thing. I haven't given it to him yet. Valve spring compressor. Never done that. I was planning on doing a job, never did it. Old beam style torque wrench. Dripping sweat here, man. Dripping sweat. Gross. Heat gun. Harbor Freight heat gun. Works like a top. I've used it for all kinds of stuff. 3-job puller. Old Milwaukee drill, electric drill on the bottom, welding wire, a bunch of mechanics stethoscope on the bottom. So, alright, well that's toolbox number 2. Oh, on the sides, I just use my magnetic bar to hold all my long screwdrivers and picks and stuff, so I just toss those on the side there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this box. I'll make another one with another box, but I'll keep this one short. See you guys later.